Out of Circle, here as always with Kat.
Howdy.
And is it shit? Legion Artillery Tank Squadrons. As always, guys, trigger warning. We're going to swear, we're going to bitch, we're going to moan about the things that are bad. We're also going to praise the things that are good. So if you're a little soft cunt and you don't like people saying like adult mean words and you're easily offended by things, well, 1, the internet's not the place for you. 2, these videos are not the place for you. 3, I don't care and I really don't give a shit. Kat, anything you want to add to that?
Not really. You've covered it.
Yeah, cool. Alright, my little triggerlings. Let's start with the Legion Artillery Tank Squadron rules. Now, these units are a 0 to 1 entry, so you only get one. It's like the No Homers Club. We're allowed to have one. You can get up to 3 tanks in it. Your minimum, of course, is 1, and all the usual tank squadron rules apply, so you've got to choose very wisely which one you want, because some of these options may be better than others. First off, we have the Legion Whirlwind. Front armor 11, side armor 11, rear armor 10. So standard Rhino chassis, and of course you have the Whirlwind missile launcher on top. Kat, where do you stand on the Whirlwind tank?
He's the cheapest of the tanks, and he's getting some good ply plates out there, but it's a Rhino, so you are just giving up some kill points there. And you don't see a lot of them, which is a shame. They can be really annoying because even at that low AP and strength, he's still forcing saves on infantry, but you're not doing anything against vehicles, which seems to be the main thing that people have. So unless there's infantry about, then you're not really doing much with this thing.
Yeah, the Whirlwind is good because it is half the price of the other 2 artillery units you can take in the unit. However, it's half the points because it does half the damage. It is not survivable. That said, you can hide it behind line of sight blocking terrain and stuff like that, and thanks to the barrage rules, it will still be effective. I think the weapon does admirable work against like Solar Auxilia and Militia. It really starts to get out of its depth up against Mechanicum and Legion armies, however. I don't know if that's how you look at it, Kat.
Well, militia will be bringing heaps of basilisks and tanks anyway, unless they're rocking power armor militia. Then you're in the same depth as legions anyway. And with Solar are also bringing a crap load of hull points. So either way you look at it, this thing, unless there's infantry out in the open without transports, you're not doing anything with this unit.
Yeah, look, guys, there's 3 missiles that this thing can fire. 2 of them are free. The other one is... Actually, the other one is free as well, but it has its own out-of-game price, or tax, if you will. You see, the first 2 missiles you get are the Vengeance and Castellan missiles. So one's Strength 4 AP5, the other one's Strength 5 AP4. But the one which has the worst AP, the Strength 4 AP5 one, ignores cover. Very handy against units behind Aegis lines like Militia, which don't have armor, unless they're like tech dudes. Techno-Vikings, if you will. However, I think overall this is the least reliable unit, and especially if you give it the 3rd type of missile, the Hyperios. You get a Strength 8, AP3, Heavy 1 Skyfire Interceptor missile. So, Kat, you used these against me once, my Raven Guard Storm Eagles. How did they go?
Yeah, it seems that every time that they add an anti-air unit or ground-to-air unit in this world, it seems to just be pointless in taking it. Like the flak missiles, I really wouldn't recommend taking these things. It's fucking pointless. You may as well just fucking try and shoot bolt guns or throw crack grenades at it. It's the fucking stupidest shit in the world.
these anti-aircraft guns are absolutely fucking abysmal. You have AP3, so you can't even blow up a flyer. You can roll a fucking 60 hit, a 6 to pen, a 6 on the roll. You're taking a hull point off and knocking out a system. You need AP2. Like, yeah, it's fucking retarded. These are the worst fucking anti-air unit in the game, and that's compared to fucking flak missiles on Legion Heavy Support Squads. So, yeah, fucking fuck this unit. And even worse, if you put the anti-air missiles on, it can't fire the other fucking missiles. So if the other guy hasn't got a flyer, you just rocked up like you're playing a tournament. You just rocked up with fucking 3 fucking whirlwinds, which is like 3 Rhino chassis, and all they're good for now is acting as fucking line of sight blocking terrain for the rest of your army. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, just on that, it'd be good with my developing worst army in the world. So with your 6 by tactical squads without rhinos, also add a squad of these, 3 of these, and with only anti-air missile upgrade, it'd be good.
Yeah, look, these things can't even take, to my knowledge. I mean, I'm not seeing it in the entries. They can't even take a heavy flamer, on like the Cupolas. So you can't even like give it an assault cannon in a Blood Angels army, which would at least make the thing fucking useful at all times. So yeah, this unit.
I believe they get a combi bolter. So.
Yeah, combi bolter. It's fucking shit. If you buy 3 of these with Hyperios missiles, this really, really isn't the game for you. Yeah, either go for the normal missiles or... unless you're trying to make a deliberately shit army like Cat.
Yeah, no, it's not shit, and there's nothing about tournaments. There's nothing in tournaments in 40k. It's all about the narrative. That's what it's about, man. 3 of these anti-air missiles, good to go.
I think Forge World would do this unit a huge favour if they turned around and said you can fire all 3 missiles. It would make the unit more versatile. And of course, you still need to give the AP2 to the anti-air missiles, because right now they can't kill flyers. All 3 of these can pen a Storm Eagle, and the Storm Eagle, unless they all roll like a fucking immobilized result and cause double hull points damage, they will not kill it. All 3 can hit and pen, and you can roll 6s for every dice roll like fucking Satan himself, and the Storm Eagle will keep on flying. So.
I just love it, like the carrying system of the Whirlwind itself, the unit. By the way, you can only get this unit from GW, I guess. Other than Forge World sell the Scorpius, which you could use as Whirlwind, which you just use it as a fucking Scorpius if you had a Scorpius, right? But it's fucking huge. It's half the size of the tank itself, the missiles, and then you're telling me a fucking Terminator with a Cyclone missile launcher that's getting better fucking anti-air capability and better penetrating. The fuck, man. It's not a bigger splash, but it's... What the fuck are these missiles made out of? Like, is it a fucking orange gun or something?
The Legion Whirlwind Scorpius is the image I've chucked up for the Whirlwind in this video. I'll let you know a little trade secret. It's not really a secret, it's just kind of a scrub fact. But the way I like to make Whirlwinds for 30k, it's really tight ass. I go out and I buy a Mark 1 Deimos Pattern Rhino, 36 pounds. Right? I then go and I go into the... Where are the accessories? Try artillery and support. Alright, Space Marine Air Defense Launcher, 23 pounds. So, get the turret of these, combine them with the Mark 1 Rhino hull, bam, Heresy Whirlwinds. You don't have to go to Games Workshop, you don't have to buy their Whirlwinds, you don't have to buy the Rhino upgrade kits separate. You just buy the Hyperios, and then if you want, you don't want to take the Whirlwinds as Whirlwinds, you can take the hatch off the top, put the doors on top, turn it into a Rhino, take the missile that's left over, put it back on the legs, and now you've got your Hyperios, so you can cover 3 different units this way. So, tip for your dollar, bang for your buck. Kat, how do you feel about that idea?
I feel that Games Workshop will probably, or Forge will limit that now that now the secret's out. They'll probably stop purchase of rhinos with the air defense launch or some shit. They'll do something.
They're gonna personally open every rhino sprue from now on, the plastic grey rhinos, and they're gonna cut the whirlwind hatch out of every one with the hole drilled in
definitely.
just to fuck with me. And they would. I've said a lot of nasty things over the years about Games Workshop. Okay, so whirlwinds, were they shit?
Were they shit? Are they shit? They are shit. As we make this video, they are shit. They're one of the shittest units in the game. For 75 points, not bad, but fuck, I don't know, what else could I do for 75 points? I don't know, give a whole bunch of cunts plasma pistols. That's more viable than this.
Yeah, look, I agree, especially because you can only get one artillery squadron, and the next two choices are far fucking superior. Speaking of which, segue, Legion Basilisk. Front armor 12, side and rear 10. The usual 3 hull point stipulation applies. Kat, what do you think of the Legion Basilisk?
I love it. I'm a fan of the 8.8 centimeter flak gun that Germany used. It's the real life counterpart to it. It's fucking identical to it. Now, the only with rules, what I'd like to see with this, it only has one round, which is strength 9 AP3, and the distance of like 120 inches or something.
240, 36 inches to
240. There you go. In case you wanted to blow up that unit on the other side of the table, it's good anti-marine killer. It's good for it's ordnance. It is ordnance, isn't it? So you're getting your 2d6.
Yes, correct.
2d6 is the highest, and barrage. So you can. Yeah, so it's a good unit. It'd be OP as fuck if it was AP2. So it's pretty good. But what I'd like to see with this unit is, as its real life role, it was designed as a flat gun at the start, and then they realised they could blow up a whole bunch of other shit if they just shot at the ground too. So I'd like to see flak rounds with this. For an anti ground to air capability, which you don't have to be. It doesn't have to be strength 9 and AP3. Actually, you know what? Why not? Why the fuck not? Strength 9 AP3. You don't want to
do that, Kat. You'll be taking away the awesome Whirlwind's Hyperios missile if you do that.
So, like, why the hell? I don't know. It just seems like you could. It seems like an actual thing, and having that round either just to add it on, or to make it a single unit, either pick one or the other, that's fine. But yeah, I'd like to see it could be improved. But it's always good. Taking 2 of these is still far superior than taking 2 whirlwinds. A little bit more expensive, but it's good to call in your little artillery support stuff, throwing around some ply plates.
Yeah, look, the 2 points of note. First, that idea of the flak is one of the coolest fucking things I've ever heard of. Like, GG, man, you just thought of something way fucking better than, like, GW's come up with in the last, I don't know, fucking 5 years. Second, the only downside of the unit that needs to be discussed is the fact that it's range 36 to 240. You can fire under 36 in direct mode, but that means your tank needs to see what it's shooting. Now, on most tables, they're under 240 inches in size, and 36 inches is practically one side of the table to the other. It's 3/4 of the way across the table. So you'll often have to put these units in exposed positions because of the long minimum range to direct fire them. If you are putting yourself in that situation, you are exposing the unit, and with armor 10 on the sides and rear and only armor 12 on the front, you've got to be very, very fucking cautious where you put this unit if you're going to be playing the direct fire game. 88 flak guns in German hands in World War II. You've got the panzers out front, infantry dug in. These guys are hanging 500 meters back behind the front line, firing their shots. You need to apply that same principle in 30k. Do not have these guys with nothing between them and the enemy, because it's going to end very fucking badly for you, and you're going to be throwing away 140 points a pop.
Yeah, and while we're throwing extra rounds in there, you can have, so that seems to be a dual purpose round, the round that it has. So giving it extra rounds would be awesome. Just either the ability to take one or the other, or even buy them and change in between. So you can have just a direct fire shell, so strength 10, AP 2, armor bane or something.
Well, wouldn't it be cool to see like the Vanquisher gun variant? Because like again, that whole self-propelled gun thing. Having the dedicated Legion anti-tank artillery squadron or something. It could be 3 of these with, the 88 in the anti-tank role with the Vanquisher rules. Just in a limited traverse mounting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but, I don't know why. I guess they can't sell anything for that. They're just rechanging rules, so I guess that's why they're not going to do it.
Well, they could do it. They could bring out as a separate vehicle squadron type, because you've got laser destroyer vindicators. Well, what's wrong with making a squadron of these and they just have a muzzle brake on the end or something? Resin muzzle brake. They can charge, I don't know, $200 for it. Someone would buy it.
Jesus. Yeah, it's true.
We're cynical.
Yeah, geez.
Alright, so Legion Basilisk, is it shit?
I'm going to say yes, because I'm hard pressed to find something that isn't shit. But so the limitations on this thing obviously push it the 36 inches. So if you're playing against World Leaders or something, they're going to be on your ass in the second turn. So you have to direct fire at them. They're okay at killing vehicles, but the AP3 is putting it down. So if they had the flak cannons or flak shells and all that stuff, they do look real cool. But yeah, I'm going to say shit.
Yeah, gonna have to agree. If you're playing a long game, you're playing on a really big table, you're playing, a siege game, and you're an Iron Warriors player, and you're fucking creaming your load, shooting an Imperial Fist, fucking dug in a shitty fortress. Yeah, okay, they're gonna be really good. But, if you're a fast-moving, fast-paced army, or the other guys are super fast-paced, fast-moving army, you're probably going to eat shit and die very quickly, especially if it's like, I don't know, White Scars. Their jet bikes with multi-melters are going to be on you like fucking white on rice. Alright, so the final Legion artillery unit is the Legion Medusa. So, exact same hull as the Legion Basilisk, 12, 10, 10, 3 hull points. Kat, where do we stand on the Legion Medusa?
It's a shorter ranged, very short range at 36 inches, AP 10, strength 2.
Strength 10, AP 2, I believe.
Yeah, strength 10, AP 2, rather. And then
Slight difference.
So it's killing most things, and it's ordnance, so the 2d6 pick the highest for vehicle penetration. Can you still take the breacher shells as well in 30k?
No.
No breacher shells for these ones. They do get the phosphorus rounds if you take a Legion breacher as your HQ. I wouldn't bother with that. It's fluffy if you want to be a Death Guard player.
Well,
but
point a note on that. Okay, if you want to take the Phosphex rounds, you can take a Legion Siegebreaker. If you're Iron Warriors, to get your Rite of War, you must take a Legion Siegebreaker. So, or a Warsmith. If you're taking the Siegebreaker option, the Phosphex rounds become very, very viable on these units. However, in, I'd say, 99% of situations, the standard gun is the way to go, because it is a demolisher cannon with an extra 12 inches of range, and if you're feeling a bit cowardly, you can hide out of line of sight. It's got no minimum range on its barrage.
Yep, it's pretty fucking OP. This is why I guess a lot of people take basilisks over the Medusa. A lot of people can't deal with the Medusa dealing at that much firepower. 2 Medusas is gonna fuck some shit up. So there'll be a high priority target for your opponent.
Didn't James at Geigenhive, our mate Kiwi James, didn't he take 3 of these in a squadron?
I don't know.
As his artillery squadron, because he had the thud guns, he had these.
Yeah, it sounds like an Imperial Fist, just being a dick.
Yeah, James, such a dick, man. What would you do? Why would you do that? It's almost as bad as kicking a fucking navigator through a warp portal.
That was in self-defense.
What, did the navigator start it, Cat?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay then. So yeah, Legion Medusa Cat, yay or nay?
He's good. I'm going to say no, just because the look of it looks pretty crap. Second kind of cool. It looks fitting in an Iron Warriors army or a Death Guard army with the Phosphex. But it's over the fucking top. If you're taking 2 of these, then it's real hard for your opponent to be. If you want to be a complete dick, sure. I'm going to say that it's shit just because it's just that amount of dick level.
I'm going to go with good. I think it's definitely the best of your Legion artillery options. It's the most versatile. Yeah, Whirlwind says it's versatile, but the stats on all of its shells are so fucking pathetic, especially when you compare it to like thud guns. Yeah, this thing, at least the gun is a demolisher with better range, and there's nothing bad to say about demolishers, so, you know, GG, man. Thanks for watching this episode of Is It Shit? As always, like, subscribe, report, whatever floats your boat. Kat, anything else you'd like to add?
Thanks for all the support, guys.
There you have it. We'll see you all next time.